Now for a surprising twist. A crocodile creeps toward a group of wild boar piglets, but it didn't count on the adult boars. One large boar spotted the threat and sprang into action. Within seconds, the crocodile was being pushed back and aggressively challenged. On land, the tables turned, and the hunter quickly became the hunted. The moment was so unusual that some viewers joked the crocodile looked more like a lost tourist than a seasoned predator.
Have you ever seen an animal getting around using only its front legs? That's exactly what we witness in this emotional moment. This hyena lost the use of its back legs around 6 months ago after suffering a severe spinal injury from the bite of one of its fiercest predators, the lion. Despite such a devastating wound, one that would usually be fatal in the wild, this hyena stands out for its incredible resilience and capacity to adapt.
In the dense forest of the Tadoba-Andari Reserve in India, cameras capture one of the rarest and most tense encounters in wildlife. A sloth bear comes face to face with Mowgli, a majestic adult male tiger. The Tadoba-Andari Reserve represents one of the last sanctuaries where such raw and natural encounters still occur.
In a breathtaking sequence, a monkey attempts to escape by leaping from one tree to another. The leopard, refusing to give up, launches itself into the air in pursuit. Despite the monkey's efforts to flee, the leopard's precise and powerful jump allows it to make the final capture. This display of agility reinforces how well adapted leopards are to life in the trees.
In a moment that will touch the heart of any animal lover, a pack of domestic dogs demonstrates the power of protective instinct as they unite to defend their vulnerable pups from a potentially dangerous encounter with a bear.
Another hunt shows a leopard stalking a monkey perched at the very tip of a branch. The monkey remains still, making it difficult for the feline to approach without the risk of falling due to its weight. Although it seems like the leopard is about to consume its prey, the video description clarifies that the monkey had already been caught earlier, and the leopard was merely toying with it. Unfortunately, the monkey did not survive its injuries. This behavior might indicate territorial dominance.
One of the most dramatic scenes in this video shows just how unforgiving predator rivalries can be on the African savanna. An adult hyena, upon spotting a lion, its ultimate natural enemy and a lethal danger, is overwhelmed by fear. Without delay, it bolts, abandoning its helpless cubs. At first glance, this may seem like a heartless move. But in the wild, such actions are often driven by pure survival instinct. When time is scarce and escape seems impossible, some animals prioritize their own survival. Sadly, the cubs don't realize the threat until it's far too late. The lion, using its acute sense of smell and sharp instincts, closes in quickly. Once it locates the youngsters, the outcome is inevitable. Encounters like this underscore the fierce rivalry between lions and hyenas. Both species compete over food and territory.
In another instance, a leopard attempts to snatch a piglet from a group but finds itself surrounded by the herd. To escape, it scrambles up a tree and carefully waits for the perfect moment. With a calculated attack, it manages to seize a piglet, proving once again that intelligence and strategic planning are crucial for survival in the wild.
This scene was interpreted anthropomorphically as a reprimand from the mother to the father for threatening the pups unnecessarily. While we cannot attribute complex human motivations to animals, observing such interactions can deepen our understanding of family bonds and nonverbal communication among dogs.
Another tense moment unfolds when a monkey finds itself trapped at the top of a tree, with a leopard dangerously close, attempting to capture it. However, the outcome of this particular chase remains unknown. From this angle, we can clearly see the leopard's camouflage in action, so effective that the wild boar doesn't even notice its presence. With an agile movement and a precise strike from its right forepaw, the leopard brings the boar down and masterfully completes the hunt. This remarkable adaptation allows leopards to ambush their prey with minimal effort, conserving energy for the final strike. This is why these felines have a high success rate in their hunts.
We begin with a scene that might seem puzzling at first. A leopard is seen interacting with what appears to be a still-living impala shortly after an attempted hunt. As the big cat tries to finish the job, an unexpected visitor arrives. A territorial baboon charges in, forcing the predator to retreat. What happens next is truly remarkable. The impala, initially motionless, begins to show signs of life. Experts call this reaction tonic immobility or stress-induced paralysis, a defense mechanism that can sometimes mean the difference between life and death. After a few tense spasms, the impala stands up and makes a surprising escape.
Across the vast African savannas, we witness one of nature's most epic confrontations. A rhinoceros encounters a coalition of lions. This encounter represents the classic clash between raw individual strength and collective strategy. The rhinoceros, weighing between 2,000 and 3,000 kilograms and equipped with horns that can exceed 1 meter in length, the big cats were unwilling to gamble with the rhinoceros's power.
At a national park in Sri Lanka, another curious moment unfolded. A leopard tried to ambush a crocodile, not the usual direction for such an encounter. At first glance, the reptile may seem sluggish, but don't be fooled. Crocodiles can explode into motion with incredible speed over short distances. This one did just that, snapping at the leopard's leg with deadly accuracy. A crocodile's bite is among the strongest in the animal kingdom. Yet, the showdown took an unexpected twist. A buffalo passing by intervened, distracting both predators. What looked like a fight to the finish ended abruptly and without a winner.
In Ponta Grossa, Brazil, an incident involving a horse and a swarm of bees reminds us of the hidden dangers that can arise in human-animal interaction with nature. Bees, when sensing a threat to the hive, can form extremely aggressive defensive swarms. Their stings release pheromones that attract other bees, intensifying the attack. For large animals like horses, which cannot escape quickly, the situation can become critical within minutes. The fact that a veterinarian was already present highlights the importance of emergency preparedness in rural areas.
In the vast African savannas, a rare encounter between apex predators was caught on camera. A crocodile found itself surrounded by a group of lionesses, and what followed was both intense and unexpected. One lioness cautiously approached and delivered a bite, prompting an immediate reaction from the reptile. It was a classic defensive move, quick and instinctive. But that reaction triggered a chain response. The lionesses closed in together, applying pressure as the crocodile desperately searched for an escape route. Out of the water and cornered, the crocodile lost its greatest advantage. Despite its fearsome jaws and initial resistance, it was quickly overwhelmed by the coordination of the lionesses.
Mountain goats scaling the near-vertical face of a dam in Italy. These towering concrete walls pose no challenge for the goats, who defy gravity thanks to their uniquely evolved hooves. But why go to such heights? Surprisingly, the reason is scientific. The stones of the dam are rich in mineral salts. especially calcium, crucial for maintaining strong bones and healthy metabolism. The goats lick the walls to absorb these nutrients. Their hooves are specially shaped to grip even the smoothest surfaces, functioning like a mix of suction cup and clamp.
In an even more dramatic scenario, a leopard captures a wild boar piglet and quickly climbs a tree to avoid the defensive reaction of the adult boars. However, the tree collapses under the force of an enraged adult boar, demonstrating how unpredictable and dangerous such hunts can be.
In another equally striking episode, a snow leopard executes a perfectly timed hunt. After silently stalking a wild goat, it leaps into action. The prey puts up fierce resistance and, in a last-ditch effort to escape, jumps away from the attacker. Tragically, the resulting fall is fatal.